Did you know that in January 2022, just last month, and despite the market conditions, Luna, that's Luna, was trading at about 100 times higher than it was the previous year, January 2021. But the price was dragged down by that very unfortunate Wonderland rug pull. But despite of this, and to their credit, Terra has been exhibiting tremendous strength. They even surpassed the TVL, that's total value locked, of Binance Smart Chain, believe it or not, by clocking an all-time high TVL of 20 billion. But those aren't even the only reasons why we think Terra holds tremendous potential. Its decentralized stablecoin, you may have heard of it, UST, is rapidly challenging the position of leading stablecoins like USDT, DAI, and that in itself could really push Luna to the moon. This is a project with a lot of positives going for it, so let's deep dive. If you're coming across Terra for the first time, you need to know this. Terra was built in 2018 as a network of decentralized stablecoins. And the idea here was to create a better digital financial system which was free from big banks and fintech app developers. Terra's mainnet went live in April 2019 and was then upgraded in July of 2021 with Columbus 5. The idea here was to position Terra with even more strength in the DeFi space. Let us know, guys, when you first came across Terra. Let us know when you purchased your first Luna. Hopefully it was earlier rather than later. And for those of you that did get in early on this high quality project, chances are you've been handsomely rewarded. So let us know about that in the comments. But from what we see, Terra is still in development. There's no doubt about it. And it essentially has everything it needs to sustain the ecosystem that is being built on top of it. And that's, of course, a very good thing. So what exactly does Terra offer? Well, it's the home of the UST stablecoin, and UST is the most dominant stablecoin on Terra. UST remains its peg by a smart mechanism with Luna, which not only stabilizes the price of UST, but also captures value for Terra's native token, Luna, Luna. UST was developed to provide a scalable alternative for DeFi in the face of serious scaling issues that other stablecoin leaders, such as DAI, for example, are currently experiencing. Terra is also a proof-of-stake protocol. So according to its white paper, Terra operates on a proof-of-stake or POS model where validators verify transactions according to how many coins they hold. Proof-of-stake supporters say it's significantly less energy intensive than other comparable models and has less of an environmental impact. Terra provides developers with a sophisticated smart contract platform which was introduced in October 2020 as part of Columbus 4, the upgrade that occurred at that time. But Terra smart contracts are not EVM compatible. In spite of being a non-EVM compatible network, however, Terra, along with Solana, still accounted for a very impressive 11% of the total TVL, total value locked, in 2021. Given their EVM non-compatibility status, that's a pretty impressive metric. The cross-chain ecosystem is another great feature of Terra, which is one of the leading cross-chain protocols in the crypto industry. And the Terra Bridge allows movement of assets between Terra, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Harmony, and Osmosis's blockchain, and it received a major upgrade in Columbus 5 in September to bring greater cross-chain interoperability, which, as you guys know, is something that we feel is extremely important. Terra also offers inter-blockchain communication as a new standard. So both Wormhole and IBC bridges are now live on Terra. And this promises a flow of capital from different chains to Terra and boosts the DeFi ecosystem as a whole. AMM, that's automated market maker, and lending are expected to be the first sectors to capture the value of this capital inflow, increase liquidity, then support the development of other DeFi stacks in Terra. It's also very cost efficient, and transacting on the Terra blockchain is cheaper than many of the alternatives out there. It's instantaneous and it's frictionless. And with a decentralized base layer and a system purposefully designed to bypass needless hoops. And finally, we have speed. So Terra uses Cosmos Tendermint, which allows for 10,000 transactions per second with a transaction time of just about 2 seconds. And so with all this in place, we came to a pretty interesting conclusion. The number of dApps on Terra is now over 150, which is still pretty small when you compare that with other giants such as Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. But despite that, the TVL of Terra is still the 4th highest. That's higher than Avalanche, higher than Phantom, higher than Polygon. And that's regardless of them having more dApps, those other projects having more dApps. This clearly indicates that some of the best dApps in the DeFi space are choosing specifically and consciously to build on Terra. Have you guys ever used a dApp on Terra? And if so, which one was it? And how was your experience? Check out our top 4 dApp picks on Terra video if you're interested in a deeper dive into this part of the project. Now it's time to talk about the one-stop Terra station. So Terra Luna has its own wallet that is called Terra Station, which you can download as either a Chrome extension, an iOS and Android wallet, or on Windows and or Mac if you so choose. In the Terra Station wallet, you can manage staking, and you can stake Luna tokens with an 8.6% APY, or you can swap. This is where you can exchange UST with Terra tokenized fiat currencies such as EUT, which is wrapped euro in Terra's blockchain, and many others as well. And with governance, Luna holders can vote in proposals where the minimum amount of tokens is 50 with a 7-day voting period. And you also have an NFT set of features. People can visualize the NFTs that they hold in their Terra Station wallets. Let's talk about the team for just a moment. This is always an important variable for us. So Terra Luna's blockchain is backed by the Terra Alliance. This is an Asian corporation of 15 large e-commerce companies that moves approximately $25 billion a year with a market of 45 million users worldwide. And that ecosystem is growing faster and faster and stronger than ever before. At the time of recording, it has a $13.8 billion TVL. And again, that's ranked number 4 in the crypto space among some of those other much larger projects. So real estate, betting, e-commerce, investing, staking, derivatives, all of these are just some of the sectors where the developer community have built dApps for Terra. And of course, this project has been in the news. Let's talk about some recent developments. So Terra has proposed to invest in sponsoring an American sport franchise to make the brand go even more mainstream. And Anchor's users will be able to deposit UST inside the Leap wallet where they can make one-click withdrawals. UST holders can now make deposits on Huobi's exchange with 20% APY. In Beefy Finance, there is a UST AVAX pool with 55% APY. And then you have the Columbus 5 update. So this represents a modification to the project's tokenomics model. And Terra is very much taking off in South Korea. It's extremely popular there. So Terra blockchain powers the Chai Payments app in South Korea, which has seen adoption by over 2 million users. And Terra and Chai will work together to find ways to utilize Terra's blockchain technology. So Chai provides the infrastructure of a payment gateway, offering both secure, reliable, and fraud-resistant transactions and convenient settlement with merchants in fiat. And Terra has the second biggest DeFi chain in terms of total value locked after Ethereum, believe it or not. Let's discuss tokenomics for a moment now. So according to CoinGecko, the native token Luna has a circulating supply of 400.8 million, which represents about 40% of the max supply. And moreover, the use cases for Luna are governance voting, fee payments. You can use it to participate in the ecosystem. You can use it to be a node validator. And you can also make transactions using the wallet. So are there any risks right now associated with Terra or its token Luna? As always, we're trying to be unbiased, and we do have to comment on a couple of observations here. First of all, Terra's fees are low. So the average transaction fee is anywhere from 0.1 to 1%, but there are several types of fees to be paid. So there's gas, and this has to do with the computational fees. There's also a Tobin tax. This is a fixed percentage fee added to any market swap between Terra stablecoin denominations, and the rate varies depending on each Terra stable. There's also a spread fee, and these are added to any market swap between Terra and Luna. And so this can lead to a lot of confusion. And there's even another one. There's a stability fee tax, but thankfully this fee is no longer charged. It did exist for a while. And then on top of that, if you're a validator or a delegator, you are subject to slashing. So when you delegate your stake, you can take the risk of it being slashed if the validator meets one of the slashing conditions. And when this occurs, validators and delegators have their Luna holdings slashed leading to a loss of assets and profit from staking. Finally, one more possible risk of Terra is based around stablecoins and financial systems, because there could be future regulations that affect the value and utility of Luna. However, this is pure speculation. Okay, let's get into a quick price prediction of the Luna token. You can find this on altcoinbuzz.io. It's brought to us by Pratik. Luna right now is trading above the support zone of $46.02. And if it stays above that important support zone, we could very well start seeing a reversal in fact, towards $55.96, $66.89, $71.77, $87.58, and $113.16. However, failure to hold the support at $46 could lead to a continuation of bearish momentum, potentially towards $37.83 and $33.10. All of this, of course, is based on Fibonacci analysis. Luna and Terra's wrapped fiat tokens are gaining more value every year because they offer secure, private, and profitable digital assets. As we mentioned before, the main goal of Terra's blockchain is to be the decentralized platform behind worldwide payments. Therefore, this network does, in our opinion, have the capacity to be fully scalable to fill the gap that conventional payment methods have created. Guys, if you've enjoyed this examination of Terra and its token Luna, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications. As a reminder, we are only conveying our own enthusiasm for the projects that we cover. None of this should ever be considered financial or investment advice, but if you do choose to invest, of course, we wish you all the very best of luck. Right now, we're seeing some positivity, but as always, crypto remains a very volatile space. You may be asking yourself some questions like, how do I look beyond the noise and the clutter? What are the current undervalued coins out there in the crypto landscape, and what should potentially be my entry and exit strategies? Guys, because we've been early investors in the crypto game, we have developed a keen eye for potential opportunities. So if you so choose, you can take advantage of our experience with the Access Pro plan that starts at $99 per month. And with it, you get access to early information on our undervalued gems. You also get our technical analysis calls. You have NFT mint opportunities you're alerted to, top IDOs, info about airdrops, and you can also interact with our research experts. If that's something that interests you, slots are now open. You can find more info by clicking on the link in our description below. Guys, check out these other couple of videos which should be popping up right about now. Stay safe, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.